right, we are back. Rams franchise. Off-season time. Now, before we actually start doing the off-season, I feel like it's only fair we do a recap of what happened last season. So, as you can see from the record, we ended up making the playoffs at 10-7. Sneaking in at that 7th seed. However, for the playoffs, we did not, win it all, unfortunately. But as you can, actually, let's just go to the playoff picture. As you see, we did end up winning our wild card game 47-21 against the Packers, which was a really great game by us. Very little mistakes. We were on our A game. We deserved to win that game. However, going into the divisional round against the 49ers, we did so much wrong. The score 24-12 is a lot closer than it looks. We were right there in that game. It's just the mistakes we made ended up costing us a chance to go to the championship game, which really does suck. Now, there are a few things I did mention at the end of last episode. I did not check the retirements. I did not check the regressions. So for all I know, Matthew Stafford could be gone or he could be a 60 overall. Or somehow he could be a 90. Who knows? Never checked it. But here's a quick recap of all the awards that matter: the MVP, Coach of the Year, Rookies of the Year, Players of the Year. We're going to quickly check the retirements. Starting with my team, so the NFC West. We lose Lawrence Guy, who is not a big issue. He was a guy we brought in just because we had an injury to, it was either Kobe Turner or Braden Fisk, but either way, we had no intentions of bringing him back. He retired. Trent Williams and Kyle Juszczyk both end up calling it quits for the 49ers. For the other two, the Seahawks and Cardinals, they end up staying as healthy as possible. But some heavy hitters definitely retiring. A lot of these teams probably going to miss these guys. A lot of tackles, as you can see. A lot of linemen. But there it is for the players who did end up deciding, I don't want to go another year. We do have a few press conferences to go over. So we're going to quickly go ahead and do that. Coach wanted to touch base with you about the off-season workouts. What have you got? I would say Kobe Turner is more of a priority. Because if we're going to re-sign one of them, which we most likely are, we're going to have to make... Coach, they told me they wanted to talk to me. What do you focus on during off-season workouts? Pass rush moves, getting off blocks, just getting better at being a defensive end. All right. Sounds good. Ooh, I probably should have done injury prevention. I didn't know that would be an option, but hopefully it gives me another one. It doesn't seem like it will, though. Seems like it's going to maybe give me one for the offense. Which, if it does, we're doing Puka Nacua injury prevention all day. Coach, let's talk about the next few months. What is your plan for the upcoming off-season? See, I'm just going to make it known we don't have a plan. I know exactly what our plan is. This is probably a wrong response. Oh well, screw it. But I do have a plan. I'll talk about it after this conference. Puka Nacua He's going to schedule a meeting with you soon. What did he want? I think his agent been here lately telling he needs demands that we solve our QB position. You ready for that meeting? Yes. Because it looks like I don't have to wait. Our plan is to go into this draft and go after a quarterback. That is our plan. Now, Puka Nakua, I'm assuming Matthew Stafford has heavily regressed. I can't be at my best unless I have a great talent around me. Are you saying we haven't trying to do enough talent? Dude, you are legit a top 5 receiver in this league. I'm known for my speed, so you want a quarterback. You'll get me a quarterback. Oh no, I thought he was going to say he wants like Lamar Jackson. I promise to draft a quarterback in the first round. Uh, fuck it. So I'm gonna just throw one out there. I'm guessing Stafford. Well, we'll check right now, actually. I mean, he's still a 76. So by no mean is he like bad. It's just he's not great. Which is what I thought. I thought that was going to be the situation where he was going to regress by the end of the season. And it was going to be a situation where we're going to have to replace him. However, there are a few holes that are becoming apparent. Uh, Frankly, the receiving room with Cooper Kupp potentially being on the way out while his trade value is still high. Going into an expiring contract, him and Nakua are both guys I will not be able to re-sign. I do plan on bringing Nakua back. However, Cooper Kupp is a different story. On the defensive side, it looks like John Johnson is not a great player anymore. He is someone I'm going to have to look on replacing, or at least upgrading the position. I mean, we do have Cameron Kitchens. However, I do like the role he plays now. I don't really want to force him to slide into a safety role when I like his, kind of approach he has where he is, as you can see, our slot corner. He kind of is, in my eyes, he's a defensive form of Taysom Hill, where he can kind of do whatever you need to ask. Drop him in coverage, drop him in a blitz. Well, that's really all you need to do on defense. I mean, quarterback spy, he can really do it all. I never did check the mock draft. I probably should have. However, it's thankfully not that difficult to reach it. Alright, 5 is not out yet. So we're going to see the first quarterback ends up being drafted at number 14. Top 5 talent, round 2 for free projection. We now have another guy, Kyle Crovers, round 1 talent, round 1 through 2 projection. And we're projected to take a right tackle. Please tell me there's a good quarterback in this class. There's no shot. There's not. Carl Crovers is the only worthy guy we should draft. The only guy worthy. Maybe Andrew Aldridge. However, I have a feeling he is not going to fall to us. So this is going to be a class where we have to trade up. Ooh, DeAndre Hopkins ends up getting cut. we're going to quickly franchise tag Kyron Williams. That's the obvious move we had going into this. Alvin Kamara does elect to re-sign with us. And I think that's it. Unfortunately, Alexander Johnson, there's just not really... Oh, we'll throw you an offer as well. But I think that is really all the negotiations I wanted to do. We can re-sign one of these receivers, however, for $3 million a year. I do think I can end up either signing a guy I'm more high on or drafting a guy. You know what? If he accepts it, he accepts it. Alright, Tyler Johnson is coming back as well. Sorry, Harvey Austin, but you're just not in our future, unfortunately. Sorry if you hear like background noise. I got this cat who is an attention seeker, and let's just say he wants attention. And I don't blame him because, you know, why wouldn't you want attention? I guess I don't know. So, for guys we could go after, Drake London is most definitely a shout. However, it just doesn't quite fit with what our team needs. He is a great, future receiver. However, to be paying free receivers, I mean, the value definitely drops with Khalil Shakir. He could be a receiver we end up going after. However, Drake London is a year younger, but he is also asking for $7 million more. Quarterbacks available to sign. Yeah, I think the draft is the way to go. All right, who scout college players? Who owns that number one pick? Saints, I don't really want to trade with, so that would leave the Patriots. Am I able to get that top tier pick from the Patriots? Or let me just... Because Kyron Williams, right, he's getting traded. Cooper Kupp, good possibility he gets traded. If there is a way where we can get that first round pick without having to use both of them, I would be offered a first round pick from majority of these teams. The Broncos are very interesting because I really like the Broncos because they also have a very high pick. That might be what we go ahead and do. The Patriots are offering a third though. All right. Sorry, New England. I think we're moving on to a different team, unfortunately. Because, I mean, let's be honest. They could use a running back. It's not their biggest need. However, it's definitely a position that would help. I mean, if you're going to offer that, in fact, let's just see if there's a team with green interest. For running back, I highly doubt it. Yeah, there's not, because most teams aren't willing to trade top tier value for a running back. With that being said, top tier receivers, bit of a different story. Doesn't look like many teams are willing to offer. Which is fine. My best offer is a young middle linebacker and a 4 from the Eagles, so we're probably looking at... Ooh, the Raiders, actually. I mean, not the Raiders, the Seahawks. However, Broncos, I just want to... I mean, Troy Franklin is your wide receiver 1, which is not ideal for you guys. I'm going to ask for your first round pick. Is there anything else I really want? Because I was tempted to go after Estime. However, looking back, I don't think it's really worth it. Is there anyone else? Because using this logic, this trade should go through. Obviously, Bo Nix is out of the question. I mean, Reed Blankenship is not a bad deal. Riley Moss on a expiring contract, he could. That's really bad as well. The fact that this dude is your third corner. I mean, Reed Blankenship is not even starting. Which makes me think it should be relatively easy. I mean, let's just see. Alright, maybe Brandon Jones. I don't really mind which one. Alright, neither of them. Alright, so that first round pick is just, like, way more sought than I imagined. Which makes a lot of sense. It's not supposed to be easy. But when you're offering all this, second, third, sixth, seventh, right? Receiver is one of our biggest needs. Let me quickly scroll through all of these teams. 84, not the biggest need. No. No. Nah, not the biggest need. 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 As you can see, there's a very common pattern here where these teams just don't need it. However, it would be an upgrade. With that being said, it really sucks because this hurts my trade value is the fact that there are a lot of good running backs. Panthers are easily in the lead. Panthers and Raiders. Panthers, Raiders, potentially Saints. I mean, your best running back at the moment is a 64. The only issue is you drafted 31. which is not ideal because I believe the Raiders are in a very similar spot. Yes, 25. I mean, I'm tempted to just accept one of these and hope. No, who's offering me the most? Because I love this offer. Second, third, sixth, seventh. Second, third, fourth, fifth, seventh for a middle linebacker, which isn't in my needs. I reckon we just straight up do this straight with the Broncos. Get some picks to help. And now we have that extra receiver to where we can now afford to trade away Cooper Kupp and not really look back. Here come the Broncos offering a Reed Blankenship now. The Seahawks are by far the best offer. Yet they don't need a receiver. The Jets do. However, it's not even on their needs. The Patriots do. It's not on their needs. The Bears do, but it's not on their needs. The Bills do, and it is on their needs. However, they are unfortunately not able to afford it. Same with the Browns. Can't afford it. Buccaneers can't afford it. Commanders, they can't. However, we could definitely make that work. Can any of the teams interested besides the Patriots actually afford it? What was the Patriots offer again? Not even great. So who's your receivers then? I mean, the fact that this dude would be a wide receiver one on your team immediately. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's not be greedy here. Let's try first. Okay, not even close. I figured that much. Let's try a second. For an early second round pick, the second pick in the second round, we trade away Cooper Kupp. That is insane. With that being said, we are hurting our roster. However, with our current roster, or the roster where we had an underperforming Kyren Williams, who I did not feel comfortable giving that big extension to, and Cooper Kupp, who was going into his final year, who I did not have any intentions on bringing back, and to make things better or worse, uh, we're going to be having a rookie quarterback. It's not going to be Matthew Stafford. There's a chance he starts. However, we are not building this team around competing. We are building this team around being a rebuild. I'll be right back. I need to get more water. But basically, I do think our window did shut when Matthew Stafford decided to regress down to a 76. With that being said, there are still Cinderella stories. We can still make a playoff run. It's just now I'm not looking at that. I am looking towards how can we build this team up but post Stafford Rams era and have a team who can compete. So unfortunately, Stafford, you had 2 years. You were able to make the Super Bowl first. The second year, you're able to make the divisional round. The team's just getting worse. We barely even made it at the 7th seed last year. I think our window did shut after, last season. Which, like I said, you could always prove me wrong. It's just, that's just the way I see it. All right. I am back. We have a whopping 65.5 mil to spend in free agency. Now, the real question is, who do we go after? Because I just talked about it. I see Tyrann Mathieu, really great signing for this team. However, he's 34. And as I said, I don't plan on building a team of old people. I'm trying to get younger and stuff. So one, I do know I have that franchise quarterback who's under a rookie contract, which, like I said, there's a good chance Stafford starts this year. This is the most annoying thing. I need to turn that back on, which sucks because I don't know what happened. This is probably user settings, I imagine. It is not user settings. Alright. Franchise settings, league settings. It's going to be all the way down here. Reorder depth chart automatically. Which is fine. I like that. But I swear either it used to or I'm stupid. This button, generate best lineup, worked no matter what because I'm the one pressing it. It's not like EA is automatically doing it. I am willingly pressing that button. And it is giving me an option to confirm it. So it's not like I'm accidentally doing it. I have full intention of reorganizing my depth chart. I just realized we have so many good players now with Byron Young and Jared Verse on this. How is our defense only an 85? We have two X factors at the outside linebackers. We have a superstar and an X factor at cornerback. We have star dev 80 overalls across the board nearly at the this position. John Johnson is really our only weakness, and that's priority one outside of quarterback. That's really our only weaknesses is quarterback and free safety, which free safety is not that big of an issue. Neither is quarterback because I trust Davis Mills and Matthew Stafford is still him, whether it be. Oh, you okay, bud? So it's another year. I have been talking for too long. We're just gonna. I mean, we're half an hour in. I'm only still in this phase. Brian Cook. Do I want to sign Brian Cook? I mean, in a different franchise I'm doing, well, that I was doing, I can talk about that. I signed Jason Pinnock, and he ended up turning into an award winner. So, uh, so basically, I'll go ahead and just let you guys know now. I have been doing another franchise. There is a chance that, when that franchise does end, with the NFL season being over and content creation being at an all-time low, even with me picking up a full-time job, I might resolve to streaming a franchise. Now, what that entails is um, I will be streaming, obviously, a franchise. Now, with that being said, it's not going to be a playlist. Well, if it is, I highly doubt I'll keep up with it. Yeah, I think we're good on free agents. I don't think there's anyone we should go like heavy signing on because I like Rusty as a backup as well. But basically, and I can actually show you at the end of this stream, I suppose. But I am experimenting with different settings uh, to see, if I do bring this kind of series back for the next Madden, what are some fun little things I can do? So, something I am experimenting with is I am experimenting with coach firing, and I can actually talk about that. So, I actually did that. Uh, I ended up basically getting fired after 4 years. So my first year, we ended up going 7-10. I used the Tennessee Titans, by the way, and I did it when it hit Wild Card Weekend because I kind of like the idea of, oh, we already know what happened in real life. Let's use this pick, this number one overall pick, which I took on a receiver and not even a quarterback. Decided to keep going full Levis. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do anything. I think we're just gonna sit this free agency out. It's kind of boring. I know. I'm sorry, but basically I decided to do that. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I can't really think at the moment. I'm trying to. Oops. Well, you are definitely like priority two, so we'll go ahead and get free safety done. Free agency recap, which I basically in season one I ended up 7-10. Made the with Will Levis getting injured while we were 7-5. So unfortunately, we didn't make the playoffs, which we probably would have if Will Levis stayed healthy. But after that, I decided, we're gonna move on. After that season, we end up drafting a quarterback. He's after, and I'm in year 4 now. He's a 97 X factor, so one of the best draft moves I've made. We'll quickly check to see who ended up getting signed to a team I care about, which I haven't noticed anyone quite yet, or a player I care about, which I don't think we really had any in free agency. The Broncos, however, going like all in. Oh, Cardinals signed someone. Isaiah Simmons, a little reunion between those guys. Dang, there's like no one that's signed really anywhere in the NFC West. Seahawks, Charles Omenihu. I feel like the Seahawks signed some guys now, and I've just been overlooking them. Cade Otton as well. Darian Kendrick signs a 1-year deal with the Packers. Our former corner, who, let me get this straight, was not a big fan of him being a corner. However, as a special teams guy, really good. Richie Grant ends up signing with the Seahawks. So yeah, but now we can kind of go talk about it a bit more. Um, Year 2, we end up going 10-7, making the playoffs, winning our division. Uh, and we end up going to the championship game where we lose. Year 3, we either went 13-4 or 12-5. I can't remember. End up making the playoffs as the 2 seed and get round 1. And then in year 4, we end up going 8-9. And this is with a whole new staff, by the way, offense and defensive coordinator. Both the guys got hired to be head coaches after that season, where we, had a great regular season. We go 8-9. They decide, you only brought us two 2 playoff appearances in your first 3 years, 2 playoff wins in your first 3 years, 2 division wins in your first 2 or 3 years. You were 7-5 before your starting quarterback got injured in year 1. So there's a great chance that your first 4 years you do not finish with a double-digit loss season if he stays healthy. And even then, you still went 7-10, and you had 7 wins when your quarterback got injured. So you lost your final 5 games with a backup. They decided to fire me. So I basically had to create a new coach, and I decided we're going to do something different. I actually ended up signing with the Colts because that was one of the teams who interested me. They had rebuilding next to their name. It was like perfect. Get to go against my former guy. Now what I did do is I did change the coach name and all of that. Decided, I'm going to make it a whole new person since I didn't get any job offers, which I'm convinced you don't get. But let's quickly advance to the next pick. If there's any team who I'm not trading up with, it's going to be them. Now, with that being said, pick 2 is kind of where it's like, all right, Patriots, you want to... Now, he's not projected to go till 12. However, there are teams who desperately need a quarterback. And I do like trading up with AFC teams because they're the opposite conference. So we're gonna give New England a call. New England, what would you like for this 2nd overall pick? I'm willing to offer you my 1st. I'm willing to offer you a 2nd. Heck, let's see what else you'd like. Okay, well, we're not doing Puka Nacua and 2 firsts. You can just shut the fuck up with that. Puka and Jared Verse? No. You're telling me a 1st and 2nd wouldn't even be close? I was kind of under the impression that if I offered a 1st, 2nd, 3rd, it would go through. It's barely halfway. Well, I mean, our top need is most definitely quarterback. So, I suppose... Right, which one is it asking for? It would want a 1st. It would want our next 3 firsts and our next 3 seconds. So basically, the whole point of this is for me to be rebuilding the team or getting a quarterback all out the window. With that being said, if I was going to do a trade, it would be this one. However, I would also ask for some leniency from them. And just, I'll give you that 1st, no problem. But I would like to have that 2nd round pick kind of for myself. Now, for these 3 players, okay. It really hurts that this is the trade we had to do. But we need a quarterback desperately. And so much so that we are willing to reach on one. And we are willing to gut our future for one. So Carl Crevers, you're our quarterback of the future. We have to build around you. You have to be that guy. Ranked 23. Normal dev. We're fucking pissed. We're actually going to probably give him star because that's bullshit. And now, because of this, we use this 2nd round pick to hopefully get a similar caliber player back. That's kind of the point. Teams are offering me 1st round picks. I don't really want 1st. I want a good player. Because now we're down huge. We're down right guard. We're down. Let's look at our lineup quickly. As you can see, right guard down to a 68. Corner Our third guy is Kobe Durant, which is not terrible, but it's far from great. And Cameron Kitchens can finally get that start at safety, which is something like I said, I really did not want. But who are we gonna have? Whoever this is, Jason Taylor. That's fucking 66 overall. I didn't think so. So while that is a good move in terms of like we clear up cap space, we now need to basically find a really like young good players to kind of replace him. For a second round pick, I'm not getting that many offers. Like I like the Bengals. But there has to be some other fucking teams. I mean, we could fucking yet again double down on those receivers and really like build up. James Daniels. I mean, you want to talk about like perfect fit? We just lose our right guard. We have the ability to replace him. Who else do you have? I mean, let's talk about that. Who is your corners? Joey Porter's probably untouchable. This is probably ridiculous what I'm about to offer, but a second round pick for you guys? They'll do it. Sweet. So we end up getting a really good corner and right guard at least to finish this season. That's a good deal. Unfortunately, now we have a late third round pick. And there are none of the corners I scouted left. So it comes down to this guy does not even look that good. Well, he's actually a strong safety. Wait, no, I was looking at free safety. That might be why. There's also none of them left. But, I mean, Orlando Taylor only moved up one spot, so he is consistent. We need free safety, we need coverage. Skills. Or we need like I like Keon Sutton. We're kind of at that point where we can take this dude. So Keon Sutton, we're going to take you and hope you turn out to be something. 222. All right, Keon Sutton, you're not that guy. Now the question is, what do we do? Because we did what we needed to. I refuse to believe there is a position we don't know the talent of. There's a day free quarterback who we could end up taking, but we don't need. We have a backup already. I think we gotta look into trading away. Oh, no, 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 no. Did not mean to do any of that. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's look at trade block and let's look at free safety. It is a 1-year rental, but that's not what I'm looking for either. Alright, what do you want, Buccaneers, for him? A third? I was more thinking a fourth. Maybe. Holy shit, we have a bunch of thirds. Alright, we get some free safety for that 4th round pick, which I will take. Come here, bud. It's okay. Told you I have a cat that's jumpy and playful. I mean, he's just a kitten, to be fair, so. Do I want to take another... I mean, Orlando Taylor is still here. I think he is a guy who I try and nab with that 6th round pick, since it is very early on. And we'll just take a shot on Keegan Broyles, because we're at the point where 181, that's not terrible, actually. I'm not upset about that one. And we just hope Orlando Taylor is still available. I mean, the odds that he's not, I was about to say, slim to none. And with a 6th round pick, we don't really lose a whole lot if we miss. So, I mean, hey, they're announcing this pick. 308, yeah. But I defend that pick. You know, like I said, I don't think there was a lot we do in that situation. This receiver so far looks B for do, A for C. Does not look terrible. Darren Aldridge, let's give you a... Yeah, 140. We'll take him. Take him off your hands. Say we don't really need a receiver, but I mean if the value's there, we're not gonna say no. Right now we do need, I feel like, some depth with how often they get injured. So even if Julius Reedy is not the greatest, he hopefully shouldn't have to start. Or an outfield, which means he's gonna suck. Yep, 357. I know this game too well. And this is our final pick of the draft, so gotta make it count. What is a position I need? I mean, right tackle gets some depth there. We'll go ahead and give him it. All right. Probably not a great draft, but with that being said, I had low expectations going in anyway. Chasing the laser pointer around. Sorry, I'm trying to reduce the background noise, and the only way to really do that is to take away from it. A 75 overall. With that being said, we're going to give this dude star dev. I don't care. Call it cheating. Ain't no way. That free safety ends up being a 66 normal dev. The halfback in the fifth, 67, not bad for a fifth round pick. The other free safety 63, this is a definite miss. Orlando Taylor, yep. Who knows? Maybe he is better than his overall says. Darren Aldridge for, the pick we drafted him at, which was what? Late fifth, early sixth? Sixth round pick, yeah. Not bad. Julius Reedy, like I said, doesn't have to be good, just has to be a backup. And then same with Racy Peoples. Hopefully he's a guy who can just be a backup, doesn't have to actually play. Hopefully after like 2 years, he'll kind of be a high 60s. And that's kind of the same hope for Reedy, where these guys, even if I do mess up their drafts, hopefully after just a year or two in the league, they what's the word I'm thinking for? They will become good backups. Wow, let's look at this quickly because I actually saw it in the what the heck did I just open? Uh, Trades. I actually saw one that interested me. How long has this stream gone on for? 53 minutes, so we can still stream. Chidobe Awuzie gets traded. This trade doesn't really faze me a lot, but it's there nonetheless. This trade, however, does, because shortly after we trade for their safety, or no, did we? No, we didn't trade for their safety, did we? No, we just got their corner. Never mind, I thought we traded for their safety for some reason. What the fuck do you mean? What? I had a plan! Bullshit. I quite literally had a plan. The plan was to draft a quarterback. When I pick at, what was it, 25, 27, some bullshit like that, why would I let the press know? Hmm? So what? They can get the word out of my voice saying, "Oh yeah, we're interested in drafting a quarterback," and then teams realize, hey, they pick this way in the draft, they're gonna want to trade up. Let's try and get as much as we can out of them. Oh, jeez, that Jason Logan. This is a quarterback I planned on drafting a few years ago. We gotta throw the football. Eh. Why can't I move over? There we go. Fucking Stetson Bennett is still on the roster. Forgot all about his ass. I think it's only logical, and it looks like we're going to be down our right tackle. Both of them. All right. And our rookie receiver as well. Stafford walking out means absolutely nothing. There's a chance he does not even win the starting job. I don't even know who that is returning the kick. All right, first play, Puka Nacua gets the grab. First down from the 38, Stafford throwing. He's got Parkinson down to the 36-yard line. Big pickup and a first down. Now, just so you know, this is preseason, so I don't have the names memorized, and this is also not the biggest concern for me, because like I said, it's preseason. Second and 5 after a pickup of 5 from Blake Corum. He's got 2 yards. Third and 3 now from the 29. They go Corum again. He's got the first down up to the 22-yard line. That's going to be complete. Who is that? Is that Troy? Troy Franklin. We're going to get that number changed, if I remember. But Troy Franklin on the reception. First and goal now from the 7-yard line. They go handoff to Corum. Corum up to the 3-yard line. We see 3 receivers out there. It's going to be a handoff to Kamara, however, and Kamara's going to do a flip into the end zone. An opening drive touchdown. You love to see it. The extra point by Joshua Carty will be good. So the Rams are going to lead 7-0 early on in this first quarter. Returned up to the 34, so a really good return there by them. We see Jason Logan. The quarterback I wish I could have had. First play is going to be a completion and a first down to David Njoku. First down now from the 44. They go end around to Nick Chubb. That's going to pick up a few yards. They're going to say 4. Very close, like 4 or 5 yards. Second and 6 now from the 49. They go to Nick Chubb again. Kenneth Murray tries to make a play. However, not much to gain anyway. It's going to be 3rd and 4 from midfield. As Jason Logan's just going to throw that one away. And a great job by the defense there. And that punt's not great either. That's going to sail out of bounds at the 19-yard line. About a 30-yard punt. 31-yard punt. First down now from the 19-yard line. Stafford rolling out. Down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bellamy on the sack. 2nd and 21 back at the 8. Why Stafford's first instinct was immediately to roll out, I don't know. Blake Corum's going to fight up to the 10-yard line, so he's a physical runner, it looks like. 3rd and long, 19 yards. Stafford. We're not even going to talk about that play. Not helping his case whatsoever. Deer in headlights. As the Browns going to get the return up to the 30-yard line. Good tackle there by number 30. 1st and 10 now from the 30-yard line. You see a man in motion. Up to the 35. Pick up a 5. Jason Taylor making the tackle, so good to see him actually making plays. 2nd and 5 from the 35. Gonna be nowhere for Nick Chubb to run. 3rd and 6 now from the 35. They're gonna say you lost enough for it to be 6 yards instead of 5, but not enough to change, where the down is. Play action. Logan rolling out. He's throwing deep. Incomplete. Jump ball. Cameron Kinch's on the coverage against David Njoku. Pass ball is incomplete. 4th down. Great job by this Rams defense to yet again hold him. And that's not going to be returned as it was fair caught at the 22. 1st and 10 now from the 22-yard line. Kamara is still the main back out there. Stafford looking to throw. He's going to sling it. It's going to be complete for a pickup of 6 up to the 28. That is Colby Parkinson, the tight end. 2nd and 4 now from the 28-yard line. Stafford swinging it again. He's got a man. That's Atwell down to the 40-yard line of enemy territory. Big pickup in the 1st down. The connection of those two runs deep as the last game of last season. Atwell had 11 catches for over 100 yards. The next closest was 4 catches for 40 yards in the divisional round loss. It's a quarterback keeper to Stafford that's going to end up going nowhere. 3rd and 12 from the 42. If they call a play, this will be the final snap of Stafford's game, as we will put the backups in. We do. As Stafford has time. Still has time. Time running out. He just throws it away. And on 4th down, the punting unit's going to go out there, so yeah. That punt out at the 18, also not a great punt. As Deshaun Watson is going to take the field. Second and 9 after only a 1-yard pickup. I imagine he single-handedly is the reason the Browns are not doing great is because of his contract. Incomplete. Tough catch. Darius Williams able to make the play. Why Darius Williams was out there? I don't know. It's probably because he's a slot corner. Incomplete again. Tight window. Ball falls incomplete. As this punt's going to end up at the 37. First down from the 37, Carl Crovers. Or Crovers? The rookie. He's going to complete his first pass to number 83. That's Rudd. Told you I don't know their names. The only guy I will know is Tyler Johnson and Davis Allen. That's Corey Schrader, I believe. Only getting 1 yard. Second and 9 from the 45. Travers, there's pressure. Unable to get it away. Big sack. Bird at 22 now, back at the 42. Pass time. Incomplete. Tight coverage. Tried to hit Rudd again, but that one's going to fall incomplete. Alright. So, stuff I have to keep in mind. Cruffers is going to Rudd a lot. Fair caught at the 18. So Rudd might be a guy we have to think about keeping around just to keep the confidence up between him, between Kroger's. Crawford? I don't know. Gets hit as he froze, but it's going to be intercepted! Russ Yeast on the pick on a tip drill as we're going to watch that one back. Watson gets decked right as he throws it. Kobe Durant on the coverage allows number 80, who we can't really see the name, Thrash, goes up. Durant makes a good play to knock that ball out. Jason Taylor unable to pick it off, and then Russ Yeast comes in to pick it. There's our challenge done. John Rudd is the guy he's going to. I don't know if that's a receiver. I assume it's a receiver. There he is. He's lined up in the slot, so maybe he's a slot specialist. As it will be a play action, and Schrader unable to block his man, as that's Cox. So Schrader not having a great game so far. He could be a potential guy who gets cut. Getting hit as he froze again is Crawford. We're going to go Crawford. That's his name. Carl Crawford. Hopefully I can remember that. Crawford's on third down. There's pressure. And he's going to be sacked back at the 49. This new O-line. Maybe I should have invested in backups because Crawford is getting killed. Hey, buddy. The punt's away. It's going to go out of bounds at the 32-yard line. 6:18 remaining in the half. It's going to be a play action by Watson. He's going to take the check down. Who's got some room to run? That's Thrash. First down up to the 49. First down from the 49. We see Watson. He's going to hand this one off to number 37. Who's going to get 4 yards up to the 47 across midfield. 2nd and 6 now. They go handoff again. That's going to go nowhere, as it's going to be 3rd and 5 now from the 46. Third down. Stafford has a man down to the 30-yard line. It's number 82. Give us a little turn. And then ATU. First down, Watson, play action. Running out of time, he's going to be sacked back at the 33, number 77. That's Heedy. That's the dude we drafted. Second and 13, just going to take the check down. Third and 11 from the third. That's Heedy again. Third and 11 now. Watson gets pressured. That's number 90. That's not Heedy. Gosh, that's an insane free-play sequence. Davis. And they're going to attempt a 47-yard field goal attempt. To bring the score within 2. The kick is up. And it is good. So the score is now 7-5. An interesting score to say the least. Ooh, not a great return. Only up to the 24-yard line. First down from the 24. It's play action for Crawford. He's going to deliver to Kamara up to the 44. A pickup of 6. So second and 4 now. Crawford's on play action. Going to hit Kamara again. Or no, that's not Kamara. That's a different running back. Third and 4 now after they're going to say he did gain a yard. Not enough to change the yardage distance. It's complicated. 2-minute warning time here in SoFi Stadium, Los Angeles, California. Crawford has not had a great start so far. Granted, it is his first ever game. That's going to be complete. Is that Hunter Long? Is he still on the team? Number 84, I assume that's Hunter Long with the first down. There you go, check down. That's Davis Allen for a pickup of 2. Second and 8 from the 37. Great job by the rookie now. He's getting into the swing of things. Taking the check downs when they present themselves. There's Rudd. Third and 1 from the 44. Crawford. Going to complete it up to the 46 to Davis Allen. The only concern now is how many checkdowns he is taking, because there he is again. It's Tipton, whoever that is. Second and 3 at the 47, cross midfield, timeout. Rams, their first of the half. Is like I said, his clock management is not quite where it needs to be yet, as he's still just taking the checkdowns. Incomplete. Really risky throw there. Broyles is the backup running back. It's not even Schrader who I was talking about, I guess. Third and 3 from the 47. They bring pressure, and Crawford's not even a chance. Browns take a timeout, so they will be getting the ball back. Not the greatest hold, but luckily the team does their job, as it's fair caught at the 14. Luckily no one broke through, because that was going to be a block if anyone did. 47 seconds and 2 timeouts for this Browns team to try and, well, I mean, any points will give them the lead, but it's going to be picked off. Dylan Northcutt down to the 8-yard line. That's going to bring up a first and goal. And Deshaun Watson has had a horrible second quarter. First and goal now for Crawford. He's going to check it down. Only gets to the 5 after breaking a timeout. There is an injury timeout for the Browns. Second and goal from the 5. It really sucks. He was at the 3-yard line. They're going to say just short of the line to gain. That's insane. His first career touchdown pass. Yeah, it's short. Half a yard. Correct call there by the officials. Third and goal from the half-yard line. This is go for a territory. It's preseason. We might as well, you know. Hand off. Okay. The game agrees. Fourth and goal from the 2. We're going to send the offense out there. They go handoff. And he's going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a great sequence there. Cox yet again on the tackle. However, we could get a safety if we get the right play. Okay, no. Unfortunate. Alright, so that's going to do it for the first half. What a play there. Darius Williams. Thrash has been Watson's go-to target. Burden free now from the 35. Pickup of 9 there. Watson, a former first-round pick. It's going to be a fake sweep. Go fake one way, go the other, and Darius Williams. I mean, he's too good. 20 units out there. First down from the 21. But it's really great to see Darius Williams. No. He had a horrible start to the season last year. Crawford's just going to throw it deep. And it's dropped. That's not going to go good on your resume, Tipton. Right there. He has it. Beautiful throw there. Crawford has a man deep and Tipton unable to bring it in. Wide open is Davis Allen, and it's going to be a foot race to the finish. Down to the 21-yard line. Big play there for Crawford and a first down. High snap, Crawford still wields it. Throwing, it's going to be complete. Down to the 6-yard line, Mason Tipton. So even with the drop catch, Crawford's still going back to him, has confidence. Crawford is going to take it himself up to the 4-yard line. Pick up a 2, second and goal. Trying to get that first career touchdown. Oh, they jump, but we don't hike it, so. This dude sucks, whoever this running back is. He is not making a good case to be on the roster. Crawford's on 3rd and 5. Or 3rd and goal from the 5. He has a touchdown! And who else but John Rudd. His first career touchdown pass. Crawford to Rudd, and that's going to put the Rams up 2 scores. In case you're curious, we are going to give Crawford the whole game. I don't know what the move is going forward, how we're going to, establish out of Davis Mills and Tony Hoffman, who should be quarterback free, or if we just simply roll 4 quarterbacks, because Davis Mills has a huge advantage over Hoffman in terms of what he's done for this team, being the backup, having to play a bit. Hoffman just has the overall advantage when it comes down to, when I say overall advantage, I mean like his overall is higher than Davis Mills. However, there's no play to back that up, so. Down goes Watson, 96. That's Thomas on the sack. 3rd and 15 from the 19-yard line. And hear how loud the stadium is. They are showing support for their 2nd overall pick, and down He goes again, number 94. Fourth and 24 from the 10. An amazing job by the Rams defense there. And it's going to be fair caught at the 47. Crawford's looking hype after one throwing for his first ever NFL touchdown and watching his defense do an amazing job. Unfortunately, he does not have a running back to rely on, it appears. 2nd and 10 now from the 47. Slinging it, incomplete. Tried to hit John Rudd, but an amazing play there by the diving play there by the safety. That probably had a chance of getting blocked. And it goes out of bounds at the 28. I'm starting to think McNamara is not the move. I say starting to think. He probably literally isn't. He's probably not going to make the roster. What a catch there. Pick up a 4. 2nd and 6 from the 32. Kobe Durant played that perfectly. Played for the hit. Just, like I said, a good catch. Play action. Watson throwing it deep. Incomplete. There's no way you're going to call a flag on that. There's no way. That's bullshit, ref. That ball was uncatchable. Big hit there by Jason Taylor to make up for it. He's having a great game. I talked shit about him before the draft. Like, is this really going to be our starting guy? Heck, it might be. And I accidentally pressed circle. Like, he is balling out. That's a bullshit pass interference. Don't worry, Jason Taylor. I'm not going to hold you accountable for that. That ball was uncatchable. And it was minimum contact. Kobe Durant gets in there on the blitz. The field goal is good for their kicker, who I think is Brandon McManus. Kickoff now. Return up to the 27-yard line. Total yards, 187 to 60. If this defense does not scream we are elite, or either that or Watson his ass, I don't know what does. Down goes Crawford again. It's cost. If he ends up in free agency, I am signing him. What a completion. Good catch. I'm going to back out so I can see who it is. Keegan Broyles. So it's the running back. 3rd and 9 from the 29. That's a good catch for the running back. Fortunately, we have a receiving back in Alvin Kamara, so we don't really have a need for you. Crawford just throws it away. Gets hit as he does so. Alright, returned up to the 36-yard line. Oh, hey, it's a stream. I can actually talk about stuff. I just realized. What do you guys think about the playoffs? As Watson is going to throw, just throws it away. What? Hold on. From my angle, that looked like he was just throwing that football away. Come to find out, he completed a pass. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I thought that was a throwaway. We're going to challenge it because I can't do anything. Bro, he got a third. It's not even 2 feet. He got a third fucking foot down. But anyway, yeah. Football games. Chiefs winning, not surprising. Commanders winning. Really surprising. And we're officially rooting for the Commanders the rest of the way. What a catch by Barton. He's going to make himself a name on that roster. First down to the 17. Legit could not have played that better as a defense. We got pressure both on the quarterback and there was so many guys around him. It's just a top tier catch by Barton. Second and 7. Check down to the tight ends. 3rd and 3 from the 10-yard line to enter the 4th quarter. Third down, Watson. Oh, who was that? Keely Ringo overcommits. First and goal now from the 6. He just walks into the end zone. Zonovan Knight. But anyway, back to the playoffs. It's a roughing call too. It's fine, they'll force on the kickoff. But anyway, the Commanders winning, very surprising. I'm a Commanders fan moving forward. Not a Commanders fan. I'm just simply rooting for them through the playoffs. Once next season starts, I'm back to a Packers fan, alright? Never gonna leave my team. Big run there. He's still going. Number 32, that's Corey Schrader. Or Cody Schrader, excuse me. He might have just earned himself a spot on the roster after just one play. But Rams-Eagles, very surprising in terms of like that game. The Rams could have won that game if they didn't keep shooting themselves in the foot, and yet they did. So, well, they didn't win, but they kept shooting themselves in the foot. What a completion there. Tyler Johnson. First down to the 31. Who else? And then the Ravens-Bills, same exact situation. The Ravens, if they don't shoot themselves in the foot, they win that game. If Mark Andrews doesn't juggle two slippery balls, as the Pornhub Twitter thing is going around says. I'm sorry, I'm not funny. They probably, well, I mean, they go into overtime. Either that or Josh Allen leads a miracle drive, which probably would have happened. I think the Ravens, unfortunately, lose that game regardless. Oh, that's a mistake there by Crawford. You have to lob that pass and try and get it over that defender's head. 48-yarder for Joshua Carty is good, and we have a close game here in SoFi. In LA, SoFi is the name of the stadium. 17-15. Good return up to the 34-yard line. Now, with the championships, I'm a Commanders fan at the moment, so we're going Commanders. Why? Because the Eagles beat the Packers, and, well, I was a Rams fan, then the Rams lost, now I'm a Commanders fan, so. Shout out Rams, though, for beating the Vikings, and shout out Commanders for beating the Lions, so. Now, if the quarterback curse is to stay, if you don't know what the quarterback curse is, if your quarterback loses its first ever Super Bowl games, it never makes it back. Jalen Hurts lost his first ever Super Bowl game. 4th inches from the 44. He's going to be short. What a tackle by Northcutt. And they're going to send the punting unit out there in the preseason with 7 minutes to go. Man, unless this is a fake, which it's not, I'm going for that. With this score as well, 10 out of 10 times. In that situation, I am going for it 10 times out of 10. 3-yard pickup there, 2nd and 7 from the 23. What a catch! Who did that? Tyler Johnson. That was a horrible throw. I thought that was getting picked off, but Tyler Johnson just made an amazing grab. Crawford's the throw. There's pressure. He just gets it away. Up to the 37, 2nd and 3. This dude's ass. He's ass. Not even Schrader could get anything going. Punting units out there on 4th and 2. Well, Tyler Johnson, you know, just earned himself a huge favor. I mean, we were going to keep him more than likely anyway. Just because he has been that consistent, you know, 4th guy for us. Well, he hasn't been consistent. Well, he's been consistently the 4th guy, but he has not been consistent. Good job there by Russ East. Able to make the shoelace or the shoe tackle. Play action from Watson. That fooled me. He has a man down to the 35-yard line. 3.5 minutes to go. The Browns could lead a miracle drive here. It's going to be a fake toss again, they call, and it's going to lose a yard. He almost broke out of that tackle. 3 minutes to go now, 2nd and 11 from the 34. Watson on play action. He sails it, and it's going to be intercepted by Keely Ringo. Up to midfield. We're actually at 49, so we're across midfield. And finally a good run. 2nd and 3 from the 42. Pick up a 7. They go handoff again. He's got some room. Down to the 23. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Never mind. The Browns take a timeout with 2:02 remaining. All right. He's still going down to the 16. Broyles finally heating up. Looks like, I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a rookie too, so it looks like he just needed some time to adjust. Broyles, he's going to go in. And the Rams are going to win this game, assuming we make the extra point. Well, same thing, it's preseason, does not matter. Well, the extra point does, let's make that clear, but winning the game does not. Turn up to the 23. Now, I want us to keep playing as hard as we can, because even though we won, I mean, these are guys fighting for their spot on it. Not only our roster, but for other teams, you know. So they got to ball out. And that's going to be a huge way to do that. Number 36 with the interception. Returned up to the 27. Who is that? Lance Etienne. Doesn't even have a picture. Broyles is turning it up. He just needed time to adjust. I'm convinced. Look at him go. He's in the same situation as Crawford. He's a rookie, alright? Give him some time to adjust. And he'll make it work out for you. Crawford's on the keeper. We're going for this. No hesitation. We'll take a timeout. Absolutely milk the clock. And John Rudd, who else? To finish the game off. We're chewing the clock in case an injury happens. I don't care what it is. And Broyles is going to get it again! Right, we're not going to be toxic. We're going to kick the extra point. It's preseason. We're not that mean. We'll go for it to, like, confirm end the game. But we're not going to run up the score. Well, we did just score a touchdown, to be fair. But it's preseason. Maybe we should have gone for 2 so they could get that experience. Oh well. Ooh, that was almost a dangerous return. Just throws it out of bounds. I mean, we might as well go man up 3 deep, right? Quite literally no reason not to. Alright, Jason Taylor. We're going to quickly watch that if it will allow us. How did he not get his feet down? 1. That should be an interception. That's an interception. So Jason Taylor, we're counting that as an interception for you. We'll keep the stats. Don't worry. But what an interception here. I mean, he gets blanket coverage. It's a shame he got caught there. But Keegan Broyles, I mean, like I said, he turned it up. We are going to not advance week or do anything like that. We're just going to stay here. And that'll be it. Alright, I will do what I said I would. I'll show you guys my other one. So, funny enough, you're going to be wondering what this name is. Oscar Vildor. What I actually ended up doing is I did a random name generator. And this is what it came with. Was Otto Vildor. But, like I said, I mean, we can actually show you, right? I think I can. You see Oscar Vildor. Our legacy score is currently 0. Wait, he's not there anymore. Well, that sucks. But basically, we had another guy named Otto Vildor, who was the original coach, who ended up getting fired from his job. So now his brother... And this is a team. I mean, This is my first year with it. So I legit have not touched, or this is like, this is not me. I did the draft. I drafted Dale. But like all of these guys were already on the team or they were, signed or traded. Which Torrance I did. There's a few guys I actually ended up doing. I did a few moves. So this team actually had 3 quarterbacks on the roster. It had the guy you see now. It had J.J. McCarthy. And it had some other guy who was way better, who was an 81 overall. But I decided, you know what, I'm going to stick with this guy. But as you can see, we traded Alec Pierce for a 7th and a good corner. We then we're not even this one. I'm looking at the wrong one. Where are we at? Here we are. We trade a 7th round pick. We do an in-division trade. And a 4th round pick. And a running back. For Chris Braswell, we give them away. Because same thing, we drafted that guy who you just saw. He didn't really make a lot of sense to be on the team. But Giants now, as you can see, we give them a quarterback. And we get a 1st round pick from the Giants. Next up, we do our former team because Lester Harrison is a quarterback I drafted who was a backup who I am really high on. So I was like, now that we're trading away McCarthy and the other quarterback who we went to the Giants, Bobby Higgins, let's get me a backup quarterback. And I decided Lester Harrison's on the trade block. Let's go ahead and do that. So we give him Daryl Friedman, who I did have plans with, but unfortunately, it fell through with this trade. But we do another one. We trade J.J. McCarthy, and in return, we get Thaddeus Sweet, who's our starting right guard now, a 4th and 7th round pick. So for a quarterback who I had no interest in, who was taking up a decent amount of cap space to be our 3rd string, good trade. We now also trade away Quentin Nelson because he was old on the final year of his deal. Didn't really have plans to bring him back. So we get a young receiver in Nasir Wynn. That was that superstar guy you saw. A 4th and a 7th. I don't know why all these teams' packages include 4ths and 7ths, but they do. But as you can see, we'll go by position. Pretty solid team so far. Running back, pretty good. Especially now that we got Antoine Newhouse, it kind of just made sense. Fullback, he's going to be gone, so ignore him. Receivers are really good. The fact that our 5th guy is a 72. Tight end, pretty good. I like that. Left tackle, good. Guard, good. Center, good. Well, hopefully we'll be good. Good. Then we even have Abraham Lucas as that kind of 6th guy if we need him. Our edge rushers are not the greatest, but that's okay. Because we have Braxton Brown actually playing the other one, and, well, he should be fine. D-tackle we don't have a lot of, but the 2 we have are good. Outside linebackers, we have some really good ones. Middle linebacker, we just drafted Marcus Warner, but Tevin Sharp I also have a lot of high hopes for. Corners, really good. The fact that our 4th guy is a 77. One of these guys are more than likely gone. One of these 2. So safeties are top tier. As you'll see. And then kicker and punter. We just drafted a punter. Our kicker's not great. So a really great team. I don't know why I backed out. But what I wanted to show you was the team I ended up building. Which, as you can see, has 2 99s. So, really sucks. Quarterback, 99. They ended up drafting Clayton Wentz. That's why the other guy was on the trade block. But the fact they signed Desmond Ridder, I didn't do that. Only the starting quarterback was my move, and then the backup we traded for, Lester Harrison. Running back, we just signed Jahmyr Gibbs. As you can see, rookie, not my move. Conway was my move. Fullback, not my move. Receiver, Mayweather, my move. Joseph, my move. Parker, my move. Delgado, my move. Crofer, my move. Simmons, my move. If I didn't have such good receivers, I would want Josh Parker back on the team. But unfortunately, I have good receivers already, so there's not really much room for him. And then all these other guys I don't really care about. Maybe we get Crofer 1 year, but it's not the biggest need. Love this. I really like George Harmon. I was hoping to see him utilized, but unfortunately not. Latham, already on the team. Skaronski, already on the team. Really great center that I traded for. Good right guard I signed in free agency. Good right tackle I drafted. Alright, they fulfilled legit the one need that I had on the team, which was edge rusher. As you see, Justin Simmons. Felix Starks is a really good player, 75 star dev. But as you can see, he played left end, so it's a good thing they finally got that. D tackle, got Mozzie Smith through a trade. Before drafted. Goodson. I don't remember if I drafted or signed him or what. Chop Robinson, I got through a trade. Corner, or no, I signed him. McCurry stayed on the team. Brownlee, team. Stanford, I drafted. As you can see, Bishop, I signed. Jonathan Williams, I drafted. That was not my kicker. My kicker was Jake Bates. So now that he's a free agent, with that being said, if he actually is a free agent, I will sign Jake Bates without hesitation. It appears not. So. Well, it just makes sense to go for Blake Groupie because his accuracy and power. Either that or we go for Riley Patterson. So they're the same exact guy. However, I am going to take the higher overall. There we go, Blake Groupie. Groupie, whatever it is. Now we have to cut one player. It's obviously going to be that backup kicker. Sorry, Earl Kincaid. But yeah, that's this franchise. It's a franchise that I've been doing off camera since the start of the playoffs. Because I don't necessarily have. Like I said, I really love Madden this year. I don't know what it is. This is a franchise I have with a friend that we've kind of abandoned. We played it twice, and well. I reached out to him. He was like, yeah, I'm down to play. But then he never showed up. So that's why I started that franchise. Because it's the same concept. It's just now it's one player. So I don't have to, wait up for him to be like, hey. That's the whole reason I started that. But like I said, that is a franchise that I could see getting, not that one exactly. But if I happen to do another one of those this season, that is one I could very well see getting ported, or not, what the fuck, getting streamed. So, yeah, if you'd be interested in that, let me know. I mean, like I said, it wouldn't be an official playlist, or maybe it'd be a playlist, but I wouldn't count it as a series. Yeah, it's kind of complicated. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun series. It's one that like I said, I really enjoy Madden. I don't have enough time necessarily to record a Rams franchise, whether it be to having, basically, I don't feel comfortable, recording with family around. Not like, I mean like close family. I mean like people I live with. So that's kind of what that franchise is for, is where I can experiment. My sister was here during winter break. She's in college, so now that she's gone, as you can see, Ranch franchise has picked up quite a decent amount. Um, but yeah, that was kind of a franchise that I just started doing because it was like, well, I enjoy Madden. I don't necessarily have either the time or kind of the patience to wait for people to leave. I don't know their schedules to record it, so I can kind of experience it through this without actually having to watch the games. I don't watch the games; I just sit them week by week. But I do the same exact thing where I judge based off of stats and not overall and all that. So yeah, that is going to do it for this stream. Hope you enjoyed. I did. I don't know when I'll see you guys again. It probably won't be tomorrow. It could be today actually. I don't really know. Maybe Wednesday, but definitely not tomorrow. So yeah, goodbye. Hope you